This is a segment that I like to call The Astrology Writes Itself. So if you have not heard the news, U.S. officials, Russia frees Brittney Griner in prison swap, with the U.S. releasing Russian arms dealer Victor Bout. So how did this happen? Why did this happen? According to Astrology and Brittney's chart. These are Brittney's placements here. And we literally just had a Gemini full moon. And Brittney's Mars is in Gemini as well. And the full moon was at 16 degrees. So this means that the moon and Gemini Mars was conjunct Brittney Griner's Mars. So what does that mean in astrology? Moons in astrology represent the completion of a cycle, releasing, transformation, letting go, and, getting to the next phase of your life or emotionally. When we put this in the sign of Gemini, Gemini represents communication, it represents travel, it can represent gossip, it can represent any type of communication really, and groups of people. So therefore, there's been a phase that's been completed for Brittney when it comes down to communication and obviously the press, the media, and a completion of that cycle where she can now travel back to the US. Now, it was at a very tight conjunction because Brittney's Mars was at 14 degrees and then the moon 16, only 2-degree difference. Very tight, very significant for Brittney. So when you put the moon with Mars, there's a sense of urgency. This happened really out of nowhere, it seemed like, very quickly. There's a sense of urgency, a rushing in of something changing as far as communication goes, or like some new information that was had, some type of release, some type of next step, whatever blockages were in place, it couldn't get cleared up necessarily. Sometimes there's certain transits that need to happen that emphasize in our lives and push us to where we need to go. And for Brittney, in this case, it was the moon Mars conjunct her Mars, which made everything progress really quickly, rapidly, and now things can move forward a lot faster because that cycle is now completed in her life, and it happened at a much faster pace than they were saying it would. So that's the astrology.